oh, we can't afford it, and then, oh, well, we have an opportunity to afford everything with if we win and play the lottery. Like, you got to see the game of life being played out in front of you, and it's not. You got to detach and step back and look at it for what it is. All right, independent thinkers, we're back with another video. Today we're going to talk about the Mega Millions and the lottery jackpot and how it attacks your faith in God. Now, I wrote an article on this on the website. I would like you to check it out. Two things: it attacks your faith in God, and I want to show how all the religions, especially the major religions, speak against gambling, especially Islam, Hinduism, different things like that. So in the Rig Veda it says, dice verily are armed with golds and driving hooks, deceiving and tormenting, causing grievous woe. They give frail gifts and then destroy the man who wins. Thickly anointed with the players fares good. And also it should be noted that gambling is one of the seven deadly sins, and gambling addiction disorder is in the DSM. So it's actually a mental disorder. But the religions all warned us of this stuff thousands of years ago. So the average person spends $400 a year on lottery tickets. This money could be used to invest. It could be used to, but how are people spending $400 on lottery tickets a year, and most people are living paycheck to paycheck? Yes, we have inflation and different things like that, but we also have like our relationship with money in the material world is an even bigger issue. Like we have an inflation of the senses. We have an inflated sense of ego. Like this is the real inflation. It's not the price of money. Like, oh, we're focusing on the money, and then like we're too caught up in this material realm. So the real inflation is within us, is how we interpret our senses and how we're controlled by them. And just like in the last video, I spoke of everything about how we should control lust and the taming of the senses. Another quote in the Rig Veda: play not with dice, no, cultivate thy corn land, enjoy the grain, and deem that wealth sufficient. There are thy cattle there, thy wife, O gambler. So this good Savitar himself hath told me. So it's like, enjoy what you already have, basically. Like, we're already in America, so you have more than what the majority of the other, 99% of people have in the free world. Most people, a lot of people die hoarders. We got shows where pawn shows, we got self-storage shows. Like, how much are we actually wasting? People dumpster diving when grocery stores get rid of the food and they getting fresh food. Like, we have so much stuff. Is it really inflation, or is it a problem of inflated senses? You know what I mean? Like, we have inflation of these prices, and we get into hunting, gambling, sleeping by day, excess women, drunkenness, inordinate love for dancing, singing, and music, and useless travel are the tenfold set of vices springing from love of pleasure. So it's like, even the Rig Veda, like, it's telling you should know, really, even Buddhism, all these religions, spiritual systems, you're not just sitting down meditating. Like, you should be busy, you should be mindful, you should be doing something. Nothing is telling you to sit down in a cave and just, it's not. You should be working. You should be working, enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's what Christianity says, by the sweat of your brow. Gambling and betting, let the king exclude from his realm. Those two vices cause the destruction of the kingdom of princes. So gambling destroys the kingdom. And betting, gambling, would you believe that? Playing the lottery, is it not gambling? Gambling and betting amount to open theft. The king shall always exert himself in suppressing both. And think about it, like, you're the king of wherever you live. Gambling can ruin the household. You get addicted to it. You get a disorder. The household is ruined. You can destroy your kingdom. Let the king corporally punish all those persons who either gamble and bet or afford. Let me know what you think. This is just my thoughts, my opinion. It's also the opinion of highly evolved spiritual people that wrote these books thousands of years ago. Would they be playing the Mega Millions lottery? And it's funny because it's a psychological thing. Like, our brain releases dopamine by foraging for food. Anything that comes too easy, our brains aren't even. There's probably like millions and millions and millions of years we have to go through of living with this technology to like get our brains used to easy access to food and different things. Our brains are used to walking around foraging for food, and when we find the food, it's happy. We release dopamine. Our brain, like, I think this may be why we have a lot of mental illnesses, because we're not walking, we're not using our energy how it's been used for thousands of years. Like, we follow the path of least resistance. Like, that's what we are as human beings. So it's kind of, like I said, it's an inner battle. I said in the last video. So let me know what you think. Is the lottery okay? Is it not? I'm interested to hear what you got to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.